This photo was sent to me a while back. The person who sent me it said the following. I found this on a Bigfoot website that said it was taken on a game camera in Arizona. The person whose photograph it is has no idea what it shows, and is looking for answers. Many people have put forward their theories. Some believe the photo could show the Tennessee Wildman. The origins of the Tennessee Wildman go way back to the 1800s in Tennessee. One of the stories is that a circus showman somehow captured the beast and put him on display in a cage. This is so everyone could see him. However, the alleged creature finally broke free. The description of the Tennessee Wildman is much similar in appearance to Sasquatch, but only more human. He supposedly has either dark grey hair or ginger hair, is around 7 feet tall and is always accompanied with piercing red eyes. It's known to spout out a disturbing war cry that can frighten anyone that hears it, and has a horrible smell that's similar to a skunk ape. It's very aggressive in behaviour and could possibly be the archenemy of Sasquatch. Not surprisingly, the Wildman possesses great strength, agility and speed. There have been many groups of men that have gone out hunting for the creature, but usually they don't find anything or something traumatizing happens. The monster is known to have a strange targeting obsession with dogs and women. Many women come out to say the Wildman has attempted to snatch them up and carry them away. It's suspected, however, that these attempts were always unsuccessful. The latest known Waldman sighting took place around 20 years ago near Tennessee. Rob Phillips along with his cousin were on a night hike to Bee Cliffs. Through the rain they noticed something strange in the forest. Everything had become completely silent. The sound of a snapping twig broke the silence, followed by a horrible inhuman scream. The men fled separately through the darkened wood, with Phillips soon finding safety behind a tree. It wasn't long after that he spotted the Wildman clinging to a nearby tree. This was around 15 feet away. Rob heard his cousin break for the hill, and he followed suit. Phillips' account corresponds slightly with the initial tales of the Tennessee Wildman. He was described as around 9 feet tall with red beady eyes, a set of claws and a horrible stink that Phillips compared to the stench of a dead animal. It's unlikely the Tennessee Wildman has lived almost 150 years in the Tennessee mountains. It may be assumed then that more than one of these creatures exists, or could the creature sighting in the Bee Cliffs area be something entirely different? Some have put forward the theory the photo shows the Grassman. The Grassman is a tall bipedal hominid that stalks woodlands. This is near Ohio. It's reportedly very similar to Bigfoot. It seems to be much more aggressive than any other Sasquatch species. The first prominent sighting of the Grassman occurred in a small village. In August of 1978, 2 children along with their friends ran inside screaming about a hairy monster they saw in the gravel pit outside. When the couple went out to investigate, they saw what the crying children had described. It was covered in dark matted fur, sitting in the pit and playing with discarded rubbish. It was estimated to be around 300 pounds. In the late 1800s, sightings of a similar hairy bipedal creature were made by the nearby river. The hominid had apparently tried to throw a man out of his carriage, but retreated when his daughter, riding as a passenger, threw several stones at it. It's unknown whether these are all Grassman sightings, or possibly sightings of a similar kind of Bigfoot. So what do you think this photo shows? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The Wendigo is a creature that some believe resembles a zombie. In some forms the Wendigo is the size of a human, while in others it can be 15 feet tall. The earliest description of the Wendigo was that of similar appearance to a skeleton-like creature that had a thin body with grey skin. Other details suggest it had sunken eyes, yellow fangs and a long slimy tongue. Later, myths say the Wendigo is a lipless ape with giant fangs that devours anything it sees. It can turn a person into a Wendigo. In some stories, this creature can possess humans, causing them to suffer from urges that can never be fixed. It's said that if you come into contact with one of these creatures, you will never be the same again. It's believed these stories can be traced back to those who faced starvation. People would create these stories in time of need. Tribes began to appoint Wendigo slayers for hire, and those who were believed to be transforming into a Wendigo would be taken out. The creature is said to be an ugly beast, Some have even suggested that it's a relative of Bigfoot. Others who've said they spotted the creature claim it looks like a werewolf. This theory has been put forward several times. People who think they're seeing a wolf or even a werewolf are actually encountering this creature. When people started to mysteriously disappear in the 20th century, many people began questioning where they could have gone. It was then thought that the Wendigo was preying on the weak. Rough translation of Wendigo is the evil spirit that devours mankind. This translation is related to the version of the Wendigo that claims it has the power to curse humans by possessing them. Some people also believe the Rake and the Wendigo are the same creature. Descriptions of the two are very similar. The Rake is a creature that's been around for many years. Stories have come from people who've encountered this alleged creature, and the victim is always haunted by the encounter. The Rake is believed to be humanoid in appearance, with several references in folklore and urban legends. The creature reportedly attacks humans due to unknown reasons, and often causes its victims great psychological trauma. Several theories as to the first development of the Rake point towards internet threads and online discussions. However, it is believed the creature known as the Rake can be found well before these sources could have developed the idea. As with many creatures that fall under the heading of both urban legend and cryptid, there is little firm evidence that these creatures exist. Yet sightings continue, video clips are submitted, and people firmly believe these creatures are real. For some, they're an alien being living here on Earth, or for others they're a cryptid, perhaps some kind of mutant canine that is yet to be quantified by science. Anyone who sees the Wendigo is believed to come over by fear, and this fear freezes you in your tracks. Encounters are rare, but some people have come forward and said they've seen them. One person said the following about their encounter. I was driving in my car on a dark road. It was around 1 AM when I saw something that I couldn't explain. This creature dashed out from the bushes and ran alongside my car. At first I thought it might have been a wild dog, but when I looked a second time, this creature seemed to be very big. The body was grey and it didn't have any hair. When the creature looked at me, it had a face that looked like a human's and a dog's. It only ran beside my car for around 30 seconds, then it suddenly darted off into the distance. When I told my friends and family, they didn't believe me, and they said that I'd witnessed a deer or a dog. But I know what I saw that night, and this wasn't a normal creature. To this day, I still wonder what I witnessed on that dark road. There seems to be a common theme if you do encounter one of these creatures. If you believe you're in the presence of the Wendigo, it would be wise to run. Although this photo dates back some years, it still remains unsolved. It seems people can't make up their mind whether this photograph is real or fake. It's believed to have happened at night somewhere in North America. The photograph shows a cat hissing at a mysterious figure standing by the window. There is limited information about this, yet it's remained an interesting ghost photo. Some people think they can see a girl and that she appears to be transparent. One person suggested that the girl was trying to play with the cat, and the reason the owners didn't notice the girl was because she is a ghost. These kind of images are not uncommon, and over the years many photographs similar to this have appeared online. This one seems to be one of the more credible photos and has left many people wanting to know more. After seeing this image, people have come forward with their own encounters. Some have suggested that their dogs are connected to the spiritual world. One woman said the following. After moving into our new house, my dog started to act strange. We had moved from the city into this old farmhouse. What was strange is that every time I tried to bring him inside, he would just stop walking. After bringing out some treats, we were able to get him inside. After a few weeks of living there, we picked up on his strange behaviour. He would always stare at one part of the room. He's a big Labrador and was never afraid of much. He would always lock onto this particular corner of the room and not move. We even noticed that his personality had changed. One day my friend came round and noticed him do it. She said as a joke that our house might be haunted. After doing some research, it turned out the previous owner had passed away in the corner of the room. This was while sleeping in their chair. It's been a couple of months after moving in, and although we've never experienced anything paranormal, our dog is still staring. After researching online, other people have stated their pets grew out of it. It's been suggested by paranormal enthusiasts that children and pets are more in tune with the paranormal. This could help explain why children make imaginary friends. Pets on the other hand are sensitive to their surroundings, and can usually sense when something is wrong. So what do you guys make of this picture and stories? Have you ever had a pet that's act strange? And do you think our pets can see the paranormal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.